Did you hear the news? TikTok was just banned from the United States. But how come when I pull up TikTok, it still works on my phone? Let me put y'all on a wild story as we figure out what really happened when TikTok shut down for 14 hours. So it's safe to say that the United States government has a huge beef with TikTok. TikTok being banned has been in consideration for years now since the app has become popular around 2019-2020. Now, one of the main reasons on why the US government wanted to ban the app was because of privacy concerns. You see, TikTok is owned by ByteDance, a huge ass Chinese technology corporation that has attracted a whole bunch of security and censorship problems. So many people are concerned that TikTok might be selling our data and browsing history back to China. TikTok has been so problematic in regards to data security that it's actually been banned on government-owned devices since like 2021. Anyone who works for the government is not allowed to install TikTok onto any of their work-related devices, just in case Chinese spies try to infiltrate and steal some classified American data. However, privacy concern is not the only reason why America wanted to ban the app. As I mentioned earlier before, ByteDance, who owns TikTok, is a corporation that is based in China, and that means that most of the decisions and everything else they do is influenced by the Chinese government, and that means TikTok is not subjected to any influence from the US government. Platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, they all must abide to what the government tells them to do if they want to keep operating here in America. And because of this kind of influence and control, that leads to these platforms censoring and taking down things that don't sit well with the government. Because why have Chinese spies when you have our trusty American spies like the Zuck or the Musk, all looking forward to collecting all that sweet data to sell to third parties? Now, the US government is also concerned with what kind of information is being spread on TikTok. The government claims that the app can be used to harbor tons of misinformation that could be used to influence American users. However, it kind of sounds more like the US is mad that they aren't able to control one of the most popular social media platforms to date because it's owned by a Chinese corporation. So the US government doesn't have really full control over TikTok, it's not really their plaything, and they're kind of mad about that. So soon, Congress started to formulate a plan to ban the entire platform out of the country. However, there is one caveat to this where TikTok can get out of this ban scot-free. They need to sell the company. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if lobbyists working for Meta, Google, or Microsoft convince the government of all the spooky things about data collection and all that, just so that the government can force TikTok to be sold to one of the big tech conglomerates we have here. Whether it's American or Chinese, do you really trust any big tech corporation to take real good care of your data? However, TikTok didn't cave in, leading to a whole bunch of back and forth between the company and the government.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No. The only face data that you will get, that we collect, is when you use the filters to have, say, sunglasses on your face. We need to know where your eyes are.
Why do you need to know what the eyes are?
Soon, the Protecting Americans from Foreign Advisory Controlled Applications Act was enacted by Congress and signed into law on April 2024, effectively setting TikTok's ban date to January 19th, 2025. News of the ban spread across the internet like wildfire. It sort of loomed over everyone using the platform like a dark, twisted plague. Many users expressed their concerns and remorse for what they're gonna do without TikTok.
Are you really crying?
No, because if TikTok actually gets banned, what the fuck am I gonna do with all my free time?
TikTokers also started making little clips and videos sharing their same sentiments all over the platform. Of course, there are plenty of TikTokers using this as an opportunity to share their hatred against the US government.
Fascist countries ban apps. Fascist countries ban websites under the guise of threats to national security.
Many TikTokers also took the opportunity to make memes and jokes such as losing their favorite Chinese spies, people trying out Instagram Reels, but it just doesn't hit the same. There are even TikTokers who revealed their deepest, darkest secrets, thinking the platform was gonna be gone forever.
Since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I feel I have to share with you. I did not care for The Godfather.
Hi.
Did not care for the Godfather.
Of course, Redditors enjoyed the fact that TikTok was getting banned because for some reason, they all have a strong hatred for TikTok. Personally, for me, I am gonna miss my Chinese spy. TikTokers and myself and plenty of others weren't satisfied with the American alternatives. So this led to many people asking, where are we gonna go? We're not gonna go on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, Google Giggles. If there was only one platform that just so happened to be also made in China, that's basically the same thing, but somehow even had even more stricter rules and policies and is even more influenced by the Chinese government. Oh shit! Welcome to the great Rednote migration. Xiaohongshu, aka Rednote, is a Chinese social media platform described as China's answer to Instagram, also described as Chinese Instagram for rich kids. You see, as soon as the announcement for TikTok's ban started making waves across the internet, many TikTokers have decided to migrate to this Chinese platform instead. Rednote soon shot up to the top as the most downloaded free app on both Apple's App Store and Google's Play Store. And the funny thing is, even though TikTok has garnered a reputation for stealing users' data to be sold to the Chinese government, Rednote does the same exact thing, except it's even more stricter on censorship. Users can be immediately banned for talking shit on the Chinese government. Soon, Americans started flooding the app, hashtag TikTok refugee, probably confusing the hell out of all the Chinese users that have been on the platform.
I'm from London, okay? Oh my gosh, now my live stream is like so international.
Oh, thank you for your like. Thank you for. Are you from Texas?
Hey, from Boston. Hello, I'm from Canton of China.
This led to a whole bunch of funny ass moments to happen on Rednote. For example, we got plenty of Americans trying to shoot their shot with the Chinese baddies. Ni hao, fine shit. We got Chuz, Chinese Huz, joking in the comments, claiming to be their Chinese spy and jokingly saying they're gonna steal all their data. Americans even started asking the Chinese users for help on their math homework, and in return, we got Chinese users asking the Americans for help on their English homework. Everyone is obsessed with this Doge meme. We even got white girls speaking fluent ass Mandarin Chinese. Of course, there are plenty of American users who don't have any goddamn clue on what Rednote is.
Hey, y'all, it's me. I'm here and I'm scared. I don't speak Mandarin. Is this what NBA players feel like when they have to play basketball in China?
There's also been a lot of native users complaining about the huge influx of Americans coming to the app.
The hundreds of thousands of Americans that are going on there and changing the Chinese content into more Americanized content feels really wrong. It feels like it's trying to Americanize Xiaohongshu, which the point of Xiaohongshu was so that we can get more into Chinese culture.
It got so bad that Rednote literally had to release an update so they can separate the mainland Chinese content from the American foreigner content. I'm sure you're thinking, why would everyone decide to go on an app that is even more controlled by the Chinese government? I found this comment from Reddit user Schmitty29, which provides probably the best reason on why people decided to move to Rednote instead of Google Giggles. Now, the first reason is rebellion. Many TikTokers and people who use the app did not fuck with the idea of the US government banning the app. The users decided to give the US government a big ol' fuck you and decided to hop on this Chinese ass platform to spite them. Now, the second reason will be to not reward the big tech corporations that want to buy TikTok. I'm sure all their lobbyists from these huge American tech corpos wanted Congress to ban TikTok in the hopes that the platform would feel the pressure and would immediately sell out to either like Meta or Microsoft, which will increase the US government's ability to control the app. However, I don't think the Zuck ever anticipated Americans just flocking to another Chinese-run social media platform. Quite the 5D chess move from the public. Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, I don't know what the hell is going on with those two platforms, man. I tried using them when I heard about TikTok getting banned real soon. My friends have told me they've seen literally gore on Instagram Reels. I don't know what the hell is going on with that platform. And then we got YouTube Shorts. Honestly, I think the algorithm for YouTube Shorts just isn't the same. I don't really see anything funny. Most of it is just like kind of the same boring stuff like cooking videos, reviews, and all that. The algorithm doesn't hit the same as TikTok. Maybe giving my data to all the Chinese tech companies, they were able to fine-tune my algorithm to see what is like the funniest thing that I like. At this point, plenty of people have already moved on to Rednote, trampling all over the Chinese exclusive social media platform. And like, hey, it seems like Rednote is just here to stay. The app has already committed to its foreign users to provide more updates such as better translation and whatnot. They literally have their devs working overtime to compensate for the great Rednote migration that I mentioned earlier. And then on January 18th, 2025, TikTok shut down. The app was also removed from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store, making it seem like it's marking the end of an era. Welp, I guess it's time to hop on that Xiaohong shoe. Feel that? I'm starting to feel some like strange phenomenon or something. Oh,
Donald is the best. I wanna suck his dick.
On January 20th, literally the first day of his term, President Trump issued an executive order delaying the ban for 75 days. So he apparently did this to, quote, permit my administration an opportunity to determine the appropriate course of action with respect to TikTok. Now, to be fair, they did say that in the pop-up where they told everyone about the ban, they did say that they were working with Trump to see if they can resume operations in the US. This claim was also further exacerbated by the fact that the TikTok CEO was spotted at Trump's inauguration, so maybe he sweet-talked him into delaying the ban. So, hey, TikTok's back! And of course, the platform did not hesitate to thank the Donald for postponing the ban. Yeah, so the ban was only shut down for 14 hours. People immediately returned to TikTok from Rednote and started uploading videos again like nothing ever happened.
Now I'm rooting for Trump? Ew! God, like, make America fucking great again, I guess.
I feel bad for the poor bastards that work at Rednote because they probably had to work their asses off, working overtime to compensate for the huge, great Rednote migration, all for them to just immediately go away once TikTok's back. Now, the TikTokers that also revealed the secret to their gimmicks probably felt the rudest awakening ever when they realized that TikTok wasn't going anywhere. TikTok is back in full operation. However, it's still unavailable to download from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. So if you deleted the app from your phone, you're basically shit out of luck, unless you're on Android. People even started selling iPhones with TikTok installed for thousands of dollars. Since the ban was just delayed, I wouldn't be surprised if TikTok getting banned in the US re-enters the public consciousness again soon. In my true and honest, humble opinion, I think the ban is stuck in purgatory. It's going to be constantly delayed over and over and over again, with the government not knowing what the hell to do with the platform. But who knows, maybe TikTok will be gone again soon, and I'll probably make a part 2 of this video.